Alright, we've been getting some questions on how we skin coyotes, so we figured we'd do a little video here and show you how we do it at K9Crushers. Basically, we're just going to turn this coyote into a big sock. We're going to tube skin him. We've already cut right here around these back legs. We want to make sure we leave the tendons attached. You don't want to cut those because that's what he's hanging from. So we've already done our cuts on both of those tendons. And then we're going to make 2 cuts on each of the front legs so that when we get to the shoulders, we can just pull through and not have to worry about that. Alright, we're going to cut where the fur changes colors here on the back legs from where we've already cut it out. We're going to cut right there on that different color all the way down to the butthole. We're going to do that on both sides. So once we got both these legs pretty much peeled out here, we're going to cut in between them. We're going to leave that little tuft of hair right below his butthole and between his belly. That's going to separate that. And we can keep working that hide down on the belly. We'll get all this fat and flesh off here that we left later. Once we've got that hide work back a little bit, stick our knife somewhere it's not going to focus. So we're going to pull on that fur, get it worked down as much as we can. We want to use the knife as little as possible. It makes less room for errors in your cutting the hide up and such. We've got everything peeled down to the tail here now. We're going to skin it a little bit just to get it started here. Get some of that sticky skin off of there. We'll give her a little cut down the middle. Some people like to use a tail stripper, but we don't use them. We don't think they're too necessary. We just like to get the tail started here. Try to keep it in the center of the tail so that that cut going down the tail is nice and even, doesn't tear or pull off on you. Got it started. Stick our knife somewhere safe. We're going to pull it a little bit. What I like to do is grab it just full in my palm and give it a couple pulls and work it slow so we don't pop it off. And if you keep pulling it and rolling it slow, it usually comes off pretty easy. Like that right there. And once we got the tail stripped and pulled out, we're going to take our knife, we're going to run it down the center of the inside of the tail here. Try to keep it as center as you can. If you get it off center, sometimes your cut will be lopsided and make that tail come off. We're going to pull that there and we'll take it down as far as we can. You want to be real careful. It's nice, these Havilon knives are really sharp and they make this easy. And once we got everything done to this point, we really don't need the knife again until we get to the face and the head. Basically, we're just going to grab this. And it's nice to have rubber gloves. They're a little more grippy. It helps you grab onto that hide easier. We're just going to grab it, pull. We're working it all the way around there. There's a lot of fat and flesh left on this coyote. We'll get it off later. We're shooting these coyotes with 55 grain VMAX bullets, 223s, and unless you hit them, right in the shoulder, if you hit a bone or something, it's blowing up and these holes are getting big. So using the knife as little as we can makes it easier for us to sew up later. Basically, when we get to the shoulders here, all we got is a trap stake that's flat on the end. We're going to push that through the inside here till it pops out. Then we're just going to pull it on the shoulders. It makes it easier than trying to jam your thumb or something through there. But basically, we just want to pop this stake through. the skin, and we already have those cuts made on the front leg, so once we get past the elbows, that skin usually pulls pretty easy and pull right to our cuts that we already made. Pop that front foot out. Sometimes when these coyotes have been sitting for a day or two, you know, they get areas like this where their skin gets tight, being frozen, so it's harder to get it off. We're just going to pull on the skin until we get down where the ears are. You can see them right there and feel them pretty easy. Make sure we get down far enough. We don't miss them here. Then what we're going to do is just make 2 cuts on each side. We get that cartilage off later. A lot of guys are all about skinning these coyotes as fast as they can and getting the job done as quick as possible. But we try to take our time and leave as little flesh on there as we can usually, just so it saves us a little bit of time later. I'd rather skin a coyote than flesh it, but that's just me. So now we're going to work up right here where these eyeballs are after we got the ears cut. And if you stick your fingers through the ear hole, you can put your index finger right up there on the eyelid and feel right where you need to cut. Make sure you don't cut that eyelid out. You can see right there we got all the eyelid that we need. And you keep pulling it down. Make sure you're always cutting away from your face and yourself here. These Havilon blades are so sharp, you wouldn't want one of those going into you anywhere. Basically, we'll just work down here with this knife until we get to the nose. Once we get past or down the nose a ways here, we can go ahead and stick the knife through the bottom part of the jaw. We don't need that bottom jaw skin, so we're going to stick our knife through here, just right like this. Suck that jaw skin tight under there. Stick your knife through, watch your fingers, make sure you don't cut yourself. Like I said, always cut away from your face and your body. We got that on the bottom jaw there, we can just cut it off. We don't need that bottom part of the skin. It's pretty useless. We got the nose coming up right here. Got our cow here, pretty good. Turn inside out, have a look. See, we got our eyelids looking good right there. Our ears, we got the cartilage left on the ears and the eyelids both that we'll need to get off here, but for the most part, he looks pretty good. This was a nice coyote. He wasn't blown up too bad. He had a pretty small hole in him. Nice white belly. And legs looking good. Guard hair's looking good. Got that tail stripped all the way down. When you put these coyotes on the stretchers, you want to make sure that black, every coyote's got that black spot right there on their tail. You want to make sure that that black spot is center on the stretcher. Help that tail dry center of the pelt. It just looks the best that way. But there you go. There's a tubed out coyote for you. Basically just a big old sock.